Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Fort Prairie, an Alberta themed city. Hope you liked the last episode where we did a lot of historical network planning, building some cool bridges, somewhat expanding the town a little bit just to meet some demands, and talking about kind of the plans on how I'm building this city. So if you missed last episode, go check it out because I thought it was a really cool one. It was also, really thematic for the city. We're talking about some old historical crossing points, and I'm sure it'll be linked up in a card momentarily. So, what's in store for today? Well, at the end of last episode, I said we were going to be building up the ore industry, and I'm not going to lie to you again, like I did on Monday's episode. So, about what Wednesday's episode was going to be about. So we'll be doing that. But there's been two intros of this train station, and it reminded me of a suggestion from a little while ago that I wrote down, which I just haven't we haven't been out in that area in a little while, so I haven't really thought about adding that suggestion in. So why don't we start off with that, and then we'll look at planning out one of the roads we built last episode into where the ore industry is going to be, and then we'll start building up the ore industry. So let's hop out, and so this is what we built up last time. This is one of the connections. This is going to be a connection for the university, which I just wanted to build a bridge, and then we're going to bring this road all the way down, and then we're going to swing it right down through this very, very attractive piece of land here. We're going to then cut it right through across here, and then across here, and then into Beechwood, and then into this road over here. It's probably the best connection point. And then what I'm thinking of as well is maybe getting a bridge from here across and in. I was thinking we could just run just this road as well. This is another option, to run it just right down into here and then connect it up, which I think in a way is almost exactly what we're planning on doing for the highway into here. Now, if you missed the end of last episode, what we did is we talked about what the plan is going to be for this highway. Are we just going to end it and dissipate it into the downtown, or are we going to bring it through, there's going to be an interchange here anyways, bring it through somehow through these islands, and then down and then into the major airport interchange. So if we do this, bring this road right down into here, we can connect it right up. We could make it a bit of on a good angle that we could kind of get a nice junction, and then we could split it, and then this one could go right into here, and then one could flow into the airport interchange. That airport interchange doesn't have to be right there. It could be more over as well. So I think that's probably the best option, to split it and then bring it up into here as well. So that's what we'll do right after that suggestion that I mentioned. So let me know what you think about the future plans for this. We're going to dissipate it, or we're going to bring it in and make a massive infrastructure project. So a little while ago, we're talking about this area in particular is before we built up this connection point, and there's so many people walking across from here that it got really frustrating because all these trucks would have to stop all the time, and we were trying to figure out a way on how to do it. And one person, and I'm so sorry, I forgot who suggested this because it's been a while. One person suggested, why don't you just build a pedestrian connection from here into here? And I'm like, yeah, why not? They would see such high traffic, and it would look really cool. So I've actually already moved the rail line like a little while ago, and if we need to in the future, we can delete it so we can squeeze in another rail line as well. So starting off today's episode with a bit of a random request. So yeah, I like that. So I'm thinking we're probably going to need to use this node here. So I'm just going to scooch it right down to about there. There's also some funkiness happening over here. We'll try to eliminate that as best we can. There we go. So that's fine. How's the node situation looking like over here? So there's a node over here. We're probably going to need to get a second one. So why don't we grab... why don't we just use that one? Just make sure we're just using that node. So I'm just going to scooch this right into here. And I know it's on the rail line, but what we can do with move it is a really cool feature. We can try to just grab the pillar itself And then we just go right into there and delete. And there we go, it's gone. So the node still exists, which is nice. But yeah. Okay, so let's go elevated. And we'll bring it right across into here. There we go. So we'll see how much traffic that gets. What I really want to do is just make sure that this lines up right up against the glass box station. I don't know what it's called. So I'm just gonna line that up like that. We're good. So it kind of swerves a little bit, but that's okay. And then we'll just bring this one over as well. Yeah, okay, so we'll see how many people use this by the end of the episode. Look at this. Someone's already using it. Who is the keen person here? Raymond Reed, on their way to the super pharmacy from the Hickory residence. They're going home, and they're using this new infrastructure project that the city built. That is, you know, totally not engineeringly sound because it's only one support pillar. So why don't we just add in a couple more support pillars as well, because that's kind of funny. So we'll get one here, we'll get another one right there, we have one right here, and then we'll get one more right here. Why not? And it's not there because, of course, the rail line is in the way. So we'll just scooch that down. Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll leave it. Yay. So yeah, you know, people that need to cross over here, you know, I guess in a way it's going to take people crossing on this side. It's also going to eliminate people crossing in front of this very busy, like this person here, Shirley Roberts. What the heck? Why couldn't she have used their brand new infrastructure thing? And look at this person too. What the heck with Stephen Miller? What the heck's going on? Use our new infrastructure. Anyways, what are we doing? I totally forgot. I got carried away. We're gonna bring this one out and over. So we're gonna bring this down this hill, and then we'll get it to split into a bit of a Y. We could also use a roundabout, since we're talking about that yesterday. Roundabouts are used in new areas in Canada, and I think in a situation like this, a roundabout could be pretty useful. So let's do this. Let's check out the topography. So we're gonna swing down right here. It's gonna get a little steep. So I suppose we could, we might need to do a bit of a winding. Yeah, a bit of a winding thing. So we'll start here, we'll swing it out to about there. Bring it down. Now this is the remnants of an older road, right? So we'll stop that right there, and then now let's get a connection point across from Myrtle Hill. Ooh. You know, it makes sense to get a connection here, but the cliff face does not suggest that we should. If we were, we'd need to like connect up right here and then across, which I don't think is the worst thing in the world. So why don't we use another one of our bridges? I know we just did a bunch of bridges last episode, but you know, there's always room for more bridges. So we just used the industry road last time. I'm thinking about what other bridges we haven't used. And I suppose this is going to be a relatively new bridge. This is a quite the large distance, new interchange. Maybe the old road was the one that went out over into here. But Beechwood, I guess, is a newer area. So, you know, maybe it's a suburb that got built up once we did the ore industry. So we're thinking probably 50s or 60s, maybe even a little bit earlier for that town to develop. So I suppose we don't necessarily need to have like a really old-timey bridge. We could go with something pretty basic, or we could do something just, you know, really modern. Like the highway bridge. That could be cool. We'll go bridge, and let's choose a height that is appropriate. So we're going to be coming on an angle right here. Okay. That's pretty cool. But would the city build a massive, suspension bridge like this in this area? That is the question. I suppose if we just get like one like that, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. It's a pretty cool looking bridge. Bring it right there. It's a lot of money, but let's do it. Okay, and then what I'll do here is we're just going to go back to our rural road because I like building with this one, and we'll upgrade this side and we'll upgrade this side. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I like kind of using a variety of bridges. And I forgot there definitely should have been a third node selection there. And then we'll raise this one up a little bit more. Okay, so we definitely need to bring this side out. Like that. That works. And we'll bring this side over as well. All right. And let's think about this. So, I mean, that's a pretty good angle right there. We're definitely going to need a node in here, though. So we'll just... oh, there is one. Okay. That's fantastic. So why don't we just bring this out? And... yeah, okay. So this suspension bridge, you know, I suppose in a way we can justify it. I mean, that's quite the big cost of the city, but we're going to get a community out over here. We're going to get community out over here. So I suppose that it's worth it because this is gonna be like a main connection to a highway, and yeah, okay, let's leave it. You know, I think that's pretty cool. I like having a variety of bridges. I don't like repeating bridges that often unless they're, you know, just like the basic ones. Okay, so that is where we kind of would go, so we'll go right from there, and then we'll just do a straight piece, ground level. Bring this out, and then we'll connect up. Did this not connect? I had a weird feeling something was up, and of course, oh. Okay, let me curve onto this highway. Maybe we can get like a bit of an interchange here on this curve. That might be cool, like a parkway interchange kind of thing. Yeah, and then maybe what we can do is we can just upgrade this portion right here to ground level, or not. I mean, we don't have to, you know. I do like the idea of keeping this part as elevated, and then we'll go. Okay, it looks like something was amiss there, so let's just grab this and we'll go elevated, home, bring it out to about here, and then we'll go ground level, and we'll go into freeform here, and we'll go back to the topography. And a little tricky to see for you all. I'm sorry about those trees there. Looks like the topography kind of winds like this, so I suppose what we could simply do is just kind of cut right alongside like that. Yeah, there we go. And then since this is an older road, I don't mind it being a bit like windy and stuff like that. Doesn't need to be perfectly straight all the time. All right, now we did say this is going to turn into a bit of a Y junction, so that Y would be a little bit earlier, so we'll just fix that. Okay, and we can do something like, so this is going to be the primary road that's going this way. Yeah, okay, we'll bring it out over here. Okay, then this one is going to connect up at a rough 90-degree angle. And then what we can do is get a roundabout, like we said. So 3-lane road. Let's make that a bit smaller. I guess it only really needs to be a 2-lane road for the time being, at least. So why don't we bring it down to this one? 2-lane road, no parking. There we go. And okay, let's do a roundabout. So let's go into traffic manager here, and we'll just set that up like so. And then, looks like we needed to upgrade this piece too. Interesting that there was an extra node in there. I'm not the biggest fan of that, so why don't we take out the, a node here. There we go. Yes, we're coming in at some funky angles, but maybe we could also connect a road up in here that could run over into this suburb down the line, but I'm not keen on planning that at the moment. And then we'll run one over here, which turns into this amazing cool bridge, which I'm really happy with. I think that turned out really nicely. I'm sure that this with the water level will be a lot lower in the summer as well. And then yeah, I was thinking about maybe just getting like a couple of connection points through here, but I do like the idea of kind of building this road out as like a major street, and maybe we can still get a couple you know, smaller connections that connect up into here. Yeah, okay, so let's continue, and let's grab this one. So yeah, I think we're pretty good, pretty much in the clear. We'll try to aim for right about there. And what I'll do here is I'll just curve it out, and then to about here. And then we'll go bridge, straight, bridge. There we go. And then we'll come back into freeform here, and make sure we're at ground level too. That would be really bad. We'll come back to the topography here, and we'll kind of just roughly plan it out to about this point here. So pretty much it looks like we can just almost go straight. Alright, and we'll end it right there because I don't think we're gonna get any other connections except for into Beechwood. So why don't we do that right now? You know, why not? We'll just keep using this country road. You know, massive infrastructure this week. I'm kind of pleased with it. And then we'll go into bridge, which I believe isn't really necessary. It can just simply be elevated, and it's the same thing. Okay, and then we'll bring this right in, and I think we'll wait to bring this in until we figure out what's going to happen with Beechwood. But those are the two smallest or two lowest points. This is probably the highest the water is going to be, we're saying, but I think maybe we can bring it up a little bit like that, and then we can bring up either end a little bit as well. Get it to the same height. All right. We'll work on the elevations when we get to it. So let's grab this one, bring it into the middle here. And then we'll grab either side and just bump it up a little bit. And maybe this could be a roundabout in the future as well. But for the time being, it doesn't need to be. And we can just we can probably just leave it. But in the theme of kind of planning things out, we'll just do this. Dedicated turning lanes for now. And yeah, let's just work on the slopes really quickly, and then we'll dive into starting an ore industry. Oh no. Oh no. Apparently I don't click fully every time. So it's kind of funny how sometimes that happens. Okay, I mean, looks like something's amiss, like I was mentioning before. There seems to be like a missing node every now and then. This one has to come up a little bit. Oh, that's just because the water's flooding and everything. Okay, well, this isn't necessary, so we'll leave this. And let's look at the slopes and everything. So we'll go from here over to here. So we're just gonna bump up a little bit. That's nice. And this was all flat, if I remember correctly. But we should definitely change the height of this bridge. To about there, and then we'll run the slope from here to about here. And then from here to about here. Very nice. And then let's run this slope from here to here. Nothing crazy, that's very nice. And then from here to about here, we're in the clear still. Yep. Love it. Yeah, and look at that, we didn't need to make a massive cut by kind of building it on an angle like this, which I suppose, again, the river's at its maximum. This is, I think this is the one bridge that I'm a little skeptical about its realism that we've done so far. But I do like the idea. If we're kind of looking at Fort Prairie over here, we kind of zoom out a little bit. That does make for a unique feature. Perhaps one day we can also get a and get like maybe another roundabout here. We can bring this out over here into a outside connection, or maybe we can run that off of here. Yeah. Okay, where was the other slopes we need to work at? This one over here. This slope is gnarly. So I believe we got the slope proper to about here. So let's go from here to about here. How bad is that? Pretty bad. If we bring it all the way down, we'll definitely get this side bumped up. I'm a little worried about clicking that in. So why don't we run it from here to here? It's a pretty big cut. It's almost too big though. Okay, so I'll just move it here, and I'm gonna grab all of this stuff that we just did. I'm just gonna raise it up a little bit until we achieve a better kind of cut through here. Sorry about that. Probably shouldn't have even played with the slopes that much. Okay, but let's go back into here. And we'll go from this point back into this point. Much nicer. And then we'll go from here to about here. Clean that up. 6.1. That doesn't seem right. But we are on quite the hill, aren't we? 4.7. 3.9. What if we bring it all the way down now? Yeah, okay, I like that. That's good. So let's smooth this out, especially in these entrances to the cut. I'm not gonna smooth out the cut itself because I think it's pretty cool that that feature, because you know that often happens. And then we'll smooth out the rest of this. So I guess at one point the city regraded this whole area. And I'm thinking like a suburb out here is probably the best bet. We'll just smooth that out. And then we're elevated through here. That's pretty fun. All right, let's just smooth out the rest through here. And then how are we looking? Right through here, let's smooth that out. So we're getting into some plains. Okay, and we good? We good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. So that was half the episode, and I'm sure the episode was entitled Ore Industry. So I hope I remember to do chapters for all you folks who were just keen on looking at the ore industry. Okay, so let's start that out. So will we even have time to run the train connection to it? I don't know. But you know, this is going to be quite the operation here. So if I'm looking at resources through this area, we have ore over here, we have ore in here, we have ore all over. I don't really mind messing with some terrain here to get some ore extraction through this area. We could even run a road off into here to collect some ore. But what's the really big plan with this area? Well, we're gonna have Beechwood here. I think a suburb out in this area would be really neat as well. We're gonna have a park, maybe some large industry in this area, like a factory of some sort. But I'm thinking production is going to be pretty much closed off in this area with its cargo station. It's just going to be like a bypass station, because only whenever the company has enough ore to send out, they'll plot them on their train cars and then they can send it off. It's not going to be like a cargo hub station like over here, where the city will be importing goods via this one, or even really this one. This one's more of like a bypass station as well. So yeah, we'll get like an entrance for it, probably on this side, with like a toll booth or something. That's always fun to do. And then we'll have all the production on this side, and then we'll look at getting some extraction all over the place, really, because I think having the extraction on this side might be nice. I suppose we could probably dig another tunnel if we were to want to have the cargo station on this side. We can run it through here. It looks like we are elevated slightly, but I think it's probably best to get the cargo station, best for the city to get the cargo station right along here. So I think that's probably the first feature that we can plan out appropriately. So let's grab the train height. We'll grab this one, which is the height of the rail, and we'll bump that out temporarily. To about here. That's probably good. And then just for the sake of things, I'm just gonna grab a dirt road and we'll go like this. Node snapping is on. Fantastic. Let's go from about here, following it along. Fantastic. Let's see how much space we need for the cargo station. That's pretty good. Okay, so where is this gonna be? Well, I suppose we're gonna want an extra bypass lane, so I think that's probably good. And I guess the closer to the road, the better. Maybe over here, it's a bit more realistic, because this is gonna be all closed off with toll booths, because I like using them as security booths. And we could just center it right in the middle here, but I think if we bring it out on this side, we may be able to get a couple extra rail yards in. Okay, so let's grab a train line, and let's turn node snapping off. Let's turn our guidelines off, and then right here, I'm gonna run a railroad like that. Looks like we're a bit too close, so I'm just gonna grab it again. Just gonna pull it back ever so slightly to about there, and that means we're gonna need to move this one as well. Hold. Okay, that works. Let's put these in line with each other. Realign this one. Okay, so I suppose this is where the rail's coming in. Right here, we will get its connection point off of the main line. So we'll just bring it out like that. So we can bring this forward to about here. That looks like it's pretty good. Okay. I really like playing with these things, and sometimes I get carried away looking for the perfect fit, you know? Okay, I'm mainly looking at this beam right here. Anyways, okay, so we got that in place. Let's just bring it out a little bit more. I'm trying to get that angle just so perfect. Okay, and then we'll bring this one straight to about here. And then we'll bypass right into there. Then we can get another split off right into there. And why are we doing a bit of a bypass here? Well, I think we're gonna run it into the rail yard for the station. So this one's gonna run right into the rail yard. A bit of a different kind of vibe. Or I mean, trains can also use it just to bypass if they need to. We could maybe even think about maybe even starting a grade split, passenger and stuff like that. But I think we're kind of running in the opposite direction for that, aren't we? So we'll run this to about here. Lose my voice, holy cow. And we'll run this, and then we'll connect it back up right there. Okay. And I definitely should not have clicked in that extra node, because trains don't need as many nodes. Alright. And then we're going to be running a bit of a rail yard, we said. So this bypass is kind of just there. Is it necessary? I don't really think it is, to be honest. Just thinking about it. Because shouldn't the rail yard be off of the building itself, right? But I guess in a way we're kind of... Yeah, no, that's fine. Was this necessary? No. Is it cool still? Yeah, why not? Extra rails are always cool. Okay, we definitely need to look at some of these nodes, so we'll go into here, and we don't need this one, we don't need that one, we don't need this one. Don't need that one. And we don't need this one. Okay. And then we'll get a bit of a rail yard in here. So what we'll do is we'll run it all off of here. We could even run it on this side as well, but I suppose as long as we have the rail yard on this side, for example, they'd pull in the cars into here, load them up, and then they can either shoot them off this way or that way. So yeah, I like having them on this side because of the cargo. Part of it, it's like it's right there. So without wasting any more time, let's turn on node snapping. No, guidelines. Okay, and I guess how do you build a rail yard? Well, I like placing them down, then using move it, and then I just put these together, and then I grab the rest of them. And then I copy it, and then you just line it up with the nodes. And there you go. All you really need is 4. I mean, make it as big as you want, but I think that's all we really need. And then from here, we'll just connect it right up into there. And then it doesn't really matter how crazy it gets, because it's all fake. None of this matters at all. Okay, and then I suppose if we grab all of these, just bring it a bit closer, like that. Oh no, I missed one. And we're running everything off of here, which is just nonsense. But I think it works. So what's this bypass really for? Well, maybe a train can wait here or something like that. Maybe that's what we'll say. And we can run a connection from here into here or something like that. Yeah, okay, now we have a theme for that whole purpose. Now, I'm not even going to touch it because the trains can figure it out. This is all for the look of the rail yard itself. We can just let it sim. I know we just confused the heck out of that train, so a bit unfortunate there. But if we go into here, I do have some vanilla train assets. So I think if I type in vanilla, I get some, I get some of these. Some of these ones are going to be perfect. Let's turn prop and tree anarchy on. Is it this one? Oh, no, it's not this one. These ones are going to be perfect for the ore industry, right? So we should have a bunch of empty ones. Put them in a line. Oh, I thought I had prop and tree anarchy on. I do. Maybe the prop line tool doesn't like that. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we'll place one right in here, and we'll place another one down and down. It might be a little bit off, but this is where they're storing all of the empty ore buckets. If you're really into adventure YouTube, oh, that one's not really on. What is adventure YouTube? Well, you know, people just doing adventures. There's a YouTube channel called Shei. I don't know how to say his name. Shiey. And oh wow, it's a lot actually. And he explores abandoned places. It's not for everyone. Definitely do not try that at home. But it's really cool. If you're into abandoned places and stuff like that. And there is a couple episodes where he sneaks onto rail cars. Definitely don't recommend it. Not I'm not suggesting you do this in the slightest. Extremely dangerous. Do not do it. But it's really cool to watch someone else do it. Yeah, it's neat. They sneak onto these rail cars to travel across Europe. Okay, so we're gonna say this train is ready to go. It's not the right engine. Let's put one of these ones right there, and then we'll plop this one down. I'll straighten these out off camera. All right, that one's ready to go. A really big full train. Okay, so yeah, probably doesn't look like that in real life, but we get the idea, right? That's kind of what we're going for. Let's now plan out how this is going to work out. Well, first of all, this shouldn't be here anymore. I think we can leave that one last little bit. Where's the entrance going to be for this ore industry? Because this is the ore industry's rail yard. Well, I think what really needs to happen is we need to figure out what's this going to be. Well, this whole area here that we built last episode is going to be for the ore industry area. Nothing else to it. Pretty simple enough. They bought the land up in the 40s or something. And yeah, where's the entrance going to be? Well, I think we're going to get two entrances. One entrance will be right off the main road, maybe? This will be kind of more of the bypass. And then we'll have, in a way, this is going to be kind of funny because it's going to be, people are going to use this to bypass that road. Okay, so we'll have this one right about here. And then we'll have this one. We could have it like right up against this curve, or we could wait until it flattens out a little bit. We could almost line it up like directly, but I think that I like the idea of having it something like right over here. Oh, it's so frustrating. So it's so close to the rail yard. But maybe we should bump that down into here. Have it like right here, then we can run it right into there so people will actually use it from the city as well. Yeah, why not? Let's put it right here. Oh, prop and tree anarchy was on. I was wondering what was happening there. So if we just grab it with move it, and we just, there we go. So I've actually cleaned it up with the BOB mod. So it's a little bit less messy. And it's just much more to what I use these for, which is, you know, just a security gate. Toll booths aren't really a thing in Canada. They are, but not in the sense of what this was made for, to represent. Whoa, that's gross. I mean, it's fine. And then we can run a road from here directly up, and we can split it. $125 degrees is a nice angle. And then we can run a median road, because we're coming in at this at the wrong angle. So we'll go into here and we'll just grab one with a median. And why does it need a median? Well, what's going to happen is the cars are going to turn to go in, and they're going to cross traffic, which is a big no-go. So if we do something like this, and then what we do is we just bring it out a little bit farther, let's say. And then right here we build a bit of a cross point. We'll use the roundabout builder. We'll go down into a small one right here, and then we'll just use a 1-lane road, no parking. And I'll just delete these. And what the heck? Is it too small? Alright, so it was too small. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The trucks are going to be using this. And pretty much what it is just a bit of a roundabout. We'll try to make it like a bit of an oval about, so that's a bit easier for the trucks. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab right here, and I'll just square that off. We'll open up the node almost entirely. And we'll pull this back. And wow, this looks horrible, doesn't it? Okay, so I'll definitely clean this up off camera, because I don't want to spend the rest of our time in here, because we haven't even built the ore industry. Oh my goodness, Steven. I get so caught up with things, you know? Okay, so I'll clean this up off camera, but you get the gist. We need to run water into here. So pretty much we'll run it from here, down, across, in, down, and, you know, theoretically, I don't really know how water pipes work under rivers and stuff. Never looked into it before, but we'll just, for now at least, connect it into our city system, and we'll run a water connection right across. Over that, we'll bring it down. Okay, and then this one can continue on. So that's how this is going to work. And right in here, I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have actually continued it that far, because I want to dedicate turning lanes right here. Something else that we should probably do is use the node controller for right here, and we should really pull this back. We can't really mess with this one, but something like that is a little bit nicer. And then we'll use the same thing, node controller. We'll bring this one forward as best we can, and we can even clean it up a little bit further with traffic manager as well, by removing the crosswalks, because it doesn't need to be crosswalks there. We could even go a step farther and grab this one here and something like that, and then we'll do fillers, alt. Where's alt? And we can just do that, or we could, you know, do concrete as well. But I like the lines. Yeah, we can do the same thing for the other side. So dedicated turning lane into here. Something that we should probably do is, if cars were going to be using this, we need to lock them in like this, so that when they come into here, they choose their lane already that they're going in, and it's not going to cause any issues going through here. So when the car is turning into here, which I know we need to change the roads and stuff, when a car is turning in here, they'll turn into this one if they want to go turn left eventually. If they want to go straight into the ore industry, they stick in the right lane. And then right through here, this is where we'll we could leave it, actually. That's probably fine. And we're using a median road. Maybe we should bump it down into the industry road, though. And then what I'll do is I'll just have a nice clean curve. And oh no, we were there. Okay, darn. Oh, it's not perfect. Okay, I think that's fine. And yeah, I mean that works for now. We could also bring a road off of here and snake it down into here as well. That could be an option. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But we need to make this an ore industry area. And where is the headquarters going to be for this? Well, let's take a look at the resources. I didn't have a plan for this. Well, like, for where the headquarters is going to go. I think why don't we put it right across from here? I don't really know how busy the maintenance building, like not the maintenance building, like the main building is, to be honest. So let's smooth this out right down into here. That's nice. Bring this all across. We're gonna manipulate the terrain so much that I really don't mind doing this at all. Nice. So people are actually using this as well, and they're using the loop too, which is kind of helps the queue as well. So we may actually see a lot more traffic use this as well, coming from over here, which may in turn help out over here. So that was a lot going on. So let's make this an ore industry area. My dog is getting a little bit restless as well, and we will fill this in right there like that. Bring this over. Oh wait, no, we're bringing this all the way into here and over into here as well. So let me know if you have a name for this ore industry area. So it's the Primrose Complex. But you know, I'm thinking we're gonna have mainly like sand extraction and rough minerals like iron. I don't really know if it's gonna be like a mine kind of build, but yeah, you mean we can figure it out. So if that helps you at all, figure out a name, let me know. But we'll just center this right off of here. That's pretty nice. Sand storage, small ore, grinding mill. We'll go into the BOB mod. We'll select it. We'll go into the tree replacer, conifer trees. Not a fan of for this build. Let's go with the live oak. And then tree 2, we'll make the young linden if we can. Okay, fantastic. We'll grab the forest brush really quickly. And we'll just clear up this area of trees. Okay, yeah. I mean, that looks nice. It's going to upgrade too, so I'm not going to worry about detailing it too much. But let's get those items in. So we have sand extraction. So where do we have ore? We have ore everywhere through here. So I suppose we said we're going to get a connection point down into here. So why don't we look at just getting a direct road right off? Oh no, right off of this. I'm rushing because I recognize that we're already over time. So I'm just gonna get the basics in right now, and then we'll look at other things later. So this is gonna become quite the main corridor here. So, oh, my hand's cramping. We can't connect to that road. But let's go with the industry area. We'll get some sand extraction in here for now. I'm definitely gonna move these around, so don't worry too much. Okay, we'll get the sand storage over here. Scooch this over, and we'll scooch this down. And then an ore grinding mill. Well, why don't we get this over on this side for now, right in front. Okay, why does this need trees? Alt B. Oh, no. Alt B, there we go. Let's just remove them entirely from everything. There we go. Okay, so, you know, it's just a matter of time before people come out this way. I suppose we could get a bit of a bus station over here as well. So just a really temporary bus station because we're running out of time. I'm just going to put a road right through here. And why don't we just make it a bus road, Steven? That would probably be a bit more helpful to mark it off. Bus, and buses will turn around through here. And why don't we just grab a bus? We'll get it to stop right there. For the workers, we'll come out all the way through here, and we'll just link it up into our wider system in a whole. Why don't we link it up into here and back? It'll be like a company shuttle or something like that. And looks like they can transfer all the way over into here, so we don't really need to do too much. We could also connect it up to this green line as well, but then we're kind of playing double duty. Lots of transfers, I guess, for people coming from across the city, but I think just really temporarily we can run this. And I know we already changed this, but there we go. Now that bus should be flowing a little bit easier. And yeah, you know what? I'll edit the rest off camera, but you know, we started an ore industry today. And what else did we do? So I'll also give it water really quickly. We made a rail yard over here. We built this really nice bridge over here that probably cost the province a ton of money, because this is definitely the province that did it. So maybe it was a bit of a make work project when oil was booming in the province. We also brought this over. Lots of future connection points planned. Yeah, I mean that worked out great. So let me know about what you think about the future of this, whether it be a destination like it just ends in here, or we continue it on, or maybe we can split it. Maybe we can do both. Maybe it can turn into the downtown, and then one road will continue into this roundabout, and it can turn into this road, Island Parkway. But yeah, okay. So I think the title of the video was something to do with starting an ore industry. So why don't we just do something like this? Have a wonderful day, folks. I'll talk to you on Monday back in Brockton County, where I don't know what we're doing because I haven't thought about it. Peace out.